First, as you come through, you will come to first the bronze altar. Take out Exodus chapter 40, verse 29. Okay, it says, and he put the altar of burnt offering before the door of the tabernacle. Okay, so this is the altar which is called bronze altar. Okay, so on the gate, as soon as you enter, you come to the bronze altar. Okay, here the high priest stands here, and you bring your sin offering. You know, whatever cow or a calf or whatever you bring across, what the high priest will say, okay, keep your hand on the animal. Okay, so what happens is, when you keep your hand on the animal, the sin of your sin transferred to the sacrificing animal. So the high priest pronounced that your sin has been transferred to this animal, and then the animal is being slaughtered, and then it is being sacrificed. So this is the bronze altar. Okay. If you go further down, you have a basin. Or in another language, it's known as laver. Both I have mentioned in it. So this is the basin. Okay, here only you have the Levite, and this side the other priest, and everybody will be there. Okay, this portion is known as courtyard. Okay, so this portion of the tabernacle is known as courtyard. Okay, this part is known as sanctuary. Okay, here you have the courtyard, you are entering the sanctuary. So what happens is, as the person comes, he offers his sin offering, then he comes here, the priest, and they wash themselves. They will do the sanctification or purification. They will wash themselves with the water before entering into the holy of holy. Okay, and there are so many description about which what are the cloth and everything. So we will not go into too many details. We will go into this one. So once you have given your sin offering, you purify yourself, then you enter into the sanctuary. The sanctuary, inside you have the curtain. It divides that. Okay. This is the curtain. When Jesus died, the curtain tore from top to bottom, not from bottom to top, top to bottom. Okay. So this is the curtain. Okay. As you enter, onto your left hand side, you will have a golden lampstand. This will have 7. This very clear specifications is there. If you have read it, you would have known that. If you see in chapter 40, it is there where it is being kept. So accordingly only I am going ahead. And as you enter into the sanctuary, here onto your left hand side, you have the golden lampstand. Okay. Each has a great significance, which we are going to see in detail. And then this side, you have the showbread. Okay. This is the showbread. This will have 12 breads on the top, signifying 12 tribes of Judah. Okay. Onto the exactly opposite to the lampstand. And inside the sanctuary, there are no lights. It is fully covered. If you go through in detail, it is there how it has to be, the panel, how the golden panel has to be put, how the screen has to be put, how the pole has to be, every detail is being given. So it will be dark. But what happens here on the top of it, this is the clear significance is given like an almond shape, where there you will have a olive oil, fresh olive oil. You need to pour it in, and the light will burn 24 hours. The Aaron, the priesthood will go and light it, and it will burn throughout the day and the night. Okay, only this light will be seen. This light will directly shone onto the showbread, and here you have got the golden altar. That is incense altar. Golden or incense altar. So here you have the incenses is being kept. Then the high priest goes inside. Before that, this breads are being taken every week. It is being changed. So this is the bread the priest would eat. You remember the story. David goes to hiding from Saul, and he goes to the temple priest, and then he is asking, "Is there anything to eat?" He says, "I don't have anything except the bread which is being kept for the Lord." So that's a bread he eats, and then he collects the